All right. So guys, are you ready? Ready to know the history of amazing LD2 Stella Bassey? Been since the time of global world trade. We call her the pioneer. And not only that, she tried many MLM business, but she see Opulence Global, it's home. And she will tell you why it is home. So stay tuned, take your pen and paper, take notes, and you know what? You will learn a lot. We have already been on many cocktail, many leaders, amazing tip. So now you need to hear from Stella, because every leader who teaches, we learn from them. Everybody is unique and different. So now today, definitely you will know how Stella Bassey, our amazing LD2, powerful sister and a pastor, all the way from UK, from West Africa to UK, you know, represent African continent. We give you salute, sister. So let us, all of us, welcome our sister, Stella Bassey, who will take you to a journey of her life. Then you will know why I'm so excited to be here. And let us be here for her and welcome our sister. Welcome, Stella.
Thank you so much, Maria, and I'm so grateful. Thank you so much, everybody. It actually makes me a little bit emotional to see all of you here this afternoon. And for those that probably had to make time to join me on this call, and I hope that I will not be disappointed. And whatsoever you will take off from me today will actually really help you to build your business. As you know, my name is Stella Bassey, and I am here with Opulence Global. My journey in everything that we do in life, it's never easy. Some you win, some you lose, but what do you have to do? You have to continue. So right now, I'm going to start the journey and kick off this the call. As you know, as you have seen in my my bio, I started live actually after finishing school. I come originally from Nigeria, but I'm based in the United Kingdom. I came here when my husband came to study, and we were both studying. So I'm not gonna, beat about the bush, but I'm just gonna go straight to what I want to impart right now to everybody. I started my journey here. When I came to the United Kingdom, I studied in Birmingham University, and I came to do engineering. But as the system is, I was told that I couldn't do that course in that university, and I couldn't, go to another university to do the course because we came here to study in that particular university. So I had to do business studies, which honestly I did not like, but I did it. And I found out that there were so many intricacies and so many things that were embedded in business studies that you can use in everything that you do in life. So what am I trying to tell you? When I came, I finished college and I started work. When I started work, I did not know my left from my right because it was the first job that I had. I dabbled into other MLMs. All of you know, I started with Avon, I didn't work out. I went to Amway, I did the coffee, I did Forever Living Product, and that one I held on because it's been here for a while. And what am I trying to tell you here? I went on to somebody invited me to a call, another MLM company, and to be honest with you, it was Long Ridge. So I went there and I met someone who was GWT partner, and she spoke to me about GWT. I did not really want to do it at that time because I was facing redundancy from my job. There were so many cutbacks in the company that I was working for. I was working for Diageo, or Guinness to be precise. And they were moving the head office to Ireland. And I didn't want to go to Ireland, and I had to take the redundancy. And when she approached me and she told me how much it was, and I thought, that money is is my redundancy money? Can I part with it? I tell you, it took 3 months, 3 months, to be honest with you, before I could, jump into the company. And why did I go in? It was the fashion. I saw the shoes, I saw the handbags, the jewelry. And this, what I'm wearing is one of the jewelry that when I joined, when you join, Ramin gives you a free gift. And this is one of the free gifts that I got in 2015. And that is why I'm wearing that today, to show that, in this company, you are in a win-win situation. So welcome to this call. And my background, I started as a purchase ledger manager all my working life. And I worked with a lot of international multi-companies and also embedded in church. I sing, I'm a wife of a pastor, and also I'm a pastor myself. And first now I have to start by saying, I give glory to God for everything he has done in my life. Life might not be smooth, life might not be what we want it to be, but God has been faithful. So I give glory to God for that as well. So I'm also an executive board director in the local community here. What am I talking about? There is a community, you have a TMO, and I offered myself to be involved. And recently, I was involved in something that was called Helping Hand. What is Helping Hand? To give food to the community, to go there and help in sharing that food to people, just to be used during this pandemic. So in everything that in every walk of life, you have to be seen to be helping. So I put myself out and I did that. So like I said, I got involved in so many MLM companies, and I started with Opulence in 2015 after actually losing my job. And I was really contemplating, should I do this, shouldn't I do this? But I did. And I started in April 2015, and hey, in April 2016, guess what happened? I went for the convention. It was the whole thing really opened my eye. Imagine rubbing shoulders with the best of the best. I was very, very shy in this business because I was telling myself, I cannot sell. So what did I have to do? I would buy the shoes, I would buy the bags, I would do everything for myself. And I continued, in the business in inverted comma, because I was so shy and afraid to talk to anybody. So I just kept doing what I needed to do by buying the products. So when I went for the convention, and here, could you imagine the number of people that I met? I was right here, me, little Stella. I was telling myself, am I in this place? I was here. I actually was rubbing. You look at that gentleman in front. He started about that year. We stood there. I cannot display all the photographs because they were too much. And the Nigerian team, which I was part of in GWT, they came in full force. And I was so happy to see them. So we were only 2 people in the UK, my upline and the Nigerian team. So here on the stage, they all came, and Nigeria, as we say, we don't do things in half. We came full force. We were dancing, we were shouting, we were making so much noise. That is not all the team that we came with. Some of them, the stage could not fit them. So not everybody could not be on that stage. So here are the creme de la creme of Opulence Global. And some of you that started with GWT, you can see this young man here. We call him Mr. Africa because he is the one that brought GWT to Nigeria, now Opulence. And you can see Kafina Ajibola here. You see Timmy Dumbo, and then Timmy there, and then that young lady there. These are the teams that I relate to, and they were my upline. It was so exciting that I could not believe that I was there. And you can hear, I'm not sure if Renee is on this call. Renee, can you see, even though you have not met me in person, you might not know who I am, but I met you. Here you are. And here is Abdurazak of the then GWT. So here is Sanad. I met them only after being in business for a few months. As I'm standing, so I'm shaking in my boots because, I mean, when I saw her, I was like, wow, I'm actually here. And this is the morning when we were actually going on a tour of the city. So here, I'll tell you a little story about this picture. When I came out from the hotel room and I saw ramen with purple. Guess what I did? I was like, oh, Stella, you've messed up. You have just started in this company and you're wearing the same color with the CEO. I started running. And then he said, hey, where are you going? Come here, young lady. And I walk with like a little with a tail under her legs. And I came, he said, so why are you running? You see, we are people of like mind. He made me feel at ease. And I stood there and I took a picture with him. You can see, and I was so nervous because if I had known he would wear purple, I will not dare wear a purple with a CEO. Not because I couldn't, because out of respect to make sure that I did not go there and I wear the same thing with the CEO. He took it in his stride. He made me feel comfortable. And I tell you, when I left, that conference, then I came back to the UK and then I started working my business. I got the people that I wanted to get for my business. And I ran advance to LD1. That really did it all. That did it all. And I'm going to tell you, when I went to Canada, Ramin was talking to us, everybody that was there, and he told us about how he started the company. And then when he finished, he said, you have to, have a reason for being in the company, that your reason should make you cry. I did not understand why and why he said that. So Ramin gave us this paper. On the paper above it, it says, life is not about achieving happiness. It's about happily achieving. That was his mantra. And then we read this. And when I read Ramin's why he actually started this company, I cried. All because he was telling the truth of why he did this. Everybody in life, you will go through issues. Ramin is not an exception. And I believe you are not an exception either. So you have to be here knowing that not every day are going to be the same. Sometimes you might start walking and then you fall. Yeah, I became a diplomat then, and that is me, which is LD1 now. I was like, look at me. I have actually ranked advanced and I maintained my positivity. And here, I have to tell you, when you see, I've written here, so working through adversity. What do I mean? I use that adversity to my benefit. Before I actually tell you anything, I was working my business. I was happy like a Larry doing everything. And I was still in my secular job. After my redundancy, I managed to get a job and I was still doing the business. And I was planning to go to Nigeria to see my parents. And while I was planning that, I understood that Fountain of Life is coming. So I said, okay, I will wait and get that product. By now, Opulence Global has come into being. We have changed from GWT to Opulence Global, a beautiful name. When I think about the day that Ramin brought that name, unveiled that name, I was so proud to be in this company because opulence means decadence, the best of the best, everything you look for. If you have a cake and you decorate it, this is what Ramin has done for Opulence Global. And I worked closely with my Nigerian team. Life will always give you a lemon, but when it does, try and turn that lemon into lemonade so that you can drink it. And that is what I did. And I tell you, I was waiting for Fountain of Life to come out. And on the 13th of December, on the 12th of December, sorry, I was talking to my mom. And she said, when are you coming? I said, oh, I'm going to be coming soon. And she said, well, I'm really waiting to see you. Please bring your little one. I said, oh, I will bring her. 2 days later, my mom passed. Mom died. You know, there are things that when you hear them, when you see them, It can only happen to other people. It doesn't happen to you. Imagine talking to my mom 2 days and she passed. And what day did she pass? A day before my birthday. And you think that in this life I will forget? No, I will not forget. Because every day the 13th of December comes, you remember that your mom passed on the 14th. I'm sorry, I don't mean to upset anybody, but this is my life. This is my story. I have to tell you how it is, how it was. But I kept on. I went home and I buried my mom. I told her I would come in February and she died in December. How many weeks is that? About 8 weeks, to be precise. Because I wanted December to finish, but I didn't get to meet my mom. She passed. And when I went home, I had to bury her. I got home, I tell you, I was in pieces. I was in pieces and I came back. I buried my mom and I came back to Nigeria. When I came back, what happened? A week after burying my mom, you know what burial takes. In Africa, all the people that are here, you know how to bury people in Africa, how much it will cost you. And when I came back, the company I was working for, they started experiencing a serious setback and they had to cut back. I was affected because I was a manager. So they had to reduce people and then they reduced the salaries, and I was, really, really like broken. I struggled to get a job. I struggled. And with Opulence Global, at that time, I called the head office. I said, this is what has happened. I don't think I'll be able to continue with my IA. And they said, oh, no, you can't do it. You can always reduce it. Did I know anything then? No, I did not know. If I had known, and I'm just telling you now, whatever you have to do to keep your IA going, do it. If I had to stay hungry to make sure I pay that IA, I would have done it. But I gladly accept what I was offered. And everybody here, if you know your business well, you will know what happened. And when I realized that, I called back. I said, wow, I didn't know this is going to happen. I was told there's nothing that can be done. So I kept quiet and I continued building. So I built and built and built. And guess what? A few months after, I see I'm not working, my dad died. That died of a heartbreak because his wife has gone. And the day I left home, Dad called me, hugged me, and said, I know you are the planner. Even though you are far away, you are always planning. You are always looking after people. You are always looking after your siblings, even though they are married. He said, I can trust you to look after them. And I said, Dad, but you are still here. We love you. We want you to stay as much as you want, as God gives you life. He said, listen, my darling, life is not what we think it should be. And I said, Daddy, but you always tell us not to be negative. He said, your mother is here, then why am I? Why do you guys want to keep me alive? Brethren, I left. I left only to be told in June. Remember, my mom passed in December. In June, the following year, I was told that my daddy has passed. You know, daddies with their girls. He was my hero. He was everything I had hoped for. My mom, I love my mom, but daddies and daughters, I don't know any of you who don't know that daddies and their fathers are their daughters. Who was like, Dad, why did you do this to me? Meanwhile, I wasn't working. I wasn't working at that time. And guess what happened? The same day my dad passed, I was called for an interview and I got that job. See how things work. because there's somebody watching over me. I got that job and I worked that job. I told my sibling, we have to keep him until I'm able, I want to be there. Finally, in June 2018, I traveled. I did not let the death of my father defeat me. I used it to encourage myself positively. The fear of having to go home and not see my dad come to hug me and not see my mom come to hug me put the fear of God in me. I was so afraid that I stayed in the city, and guess what was I doing? You can see here, it says, Hope Alive, GWT Storms Uyo. I put up a tour. I said, I will not let this defeat me. Why? Because I was afraid to go home and the house is empty. I put up a tour. This is what I did. This young man here was a partner. And I asked him to get the everywhere ready. I sent money and we did it. He went to the newspapers and put the message through. And this is me doing the presentation in Uyo in Akwa Ibom in Nigeria. And that young man there is Abdul Razak. And here is the first session of that call. It was jam-packed. With the on my inside, I was afraid. I was like, after this call, then what? Am I still not gonna go home to see an empty house? I was trying to get used to that emptiness. Opulence did not depart from me at all. Rather, I used the pain, the adversity that I was going through to my benefit, to encourage others. Imagine losing two parents within 18 months. I was like, what did I do wrong? Well, they're not there anymore. I have to do something. And this is the tour. And that young lady there came to the tour, and it was her birthday that day. So we had to get her a cake just to encourage her. So after losing that, I came back to the UK. I could not get a job. And I could not, work my business full time, but I was still paying my shopping credit. I kept holding on. I kept believing. You name it, I was on my own because I was part of GWT. And where was GWT? The government have made it so bad that business was struggling within that entity. And in 2019, Danny came to the UK. And I told Danny, I said, this is my last bus stop. I'm going to tell you, this is what has happened. And I'm really struggling. I don't have anybody to work with. What do I do? Even though I wasn't part and parcel of the UK team anymore, but I went there. Any call, any tour that was arranged, Mohammed did that. I was there because I wanted to have that sense of belonging, because I did not want to give up. Every time I tried to give up, my second conscience will attack my first conscience. And I will sit back and think about it and tell myself, Stella, you can do it. I try to encourage myself. Sometimes I used to stand in the mirror and say, Stella, you look so beautiful. You can do this. Everything that God has given you is there. Use it. I tried. And I realized that people will always be negative in life. For every person that I spoke to and they told me no, I kept saying, you have to keep going. Keep going. Don't give up. And this is the tour that we had in the UK. As you can see there, you can see Ramin right there at the back. And this was December 2019. Ramin came Maria Madam was there, Ifra was there, and they came all the way from Canada to support that call. Ramin and Sanaz was there. And this is the first session that we had. And you can see after the call, you can see Sanaz and Ramin there, and Mohammed, my partner, and I'm hiding there. I didn't realize I was that short. So we stood there with that flag and we took that picture. But I was still on my own. I didn't have anybody to work with. Did I give up? No. I did not give up. And I'm telling you, I don't know where you are with your business right now. I don't know what is happening in your life. Giving up should never be the option. If you fall, I always tell people, I tell my friends, if you fall, make sure you fall on your back and look up. Because if you look up, you will get up. And keep confessing with your mouth, I can do it. I can do it. When a child is crawling and they try to walk, they fall. Do they give up? No. That is a child that doesn't know anything. But how much more we, those that God has created and given wisdom, rise and be who God wants you to be. And what have you got in your hand? Opulence Global. Ramin has given us that seed. He has given us the seed and said, go sow it, let it grow, germinate to the big, and move from glory to infinity. I wasn't ready to give up. I was still on my own, still paying my shopping credit. On the 14th, it was my birthday as well, because the call was on the 13th. And guess where my mind was? I was thinking about my mom. On the 14th, we had dinner with Ramin and Sanaz. And Mohammed has spoken to Ramin that I would like to work with him. And when we finished, I remember Mariam was there. Ramin tapped my back and said, young lady, my birthday present to you is for you to start working with Mohammed and build the UK. You know, for the first time in many, many months, I had a good sleep. And then you're asking me, why did you lose sleep? I did not want to quit. I love the business. I love the company. And I respect the leaders of the company. And quitting would have been to me a failure. I wasn't ready to fail. So I kept holding on. And then I started working with Mohammed. You can see some of the people there that were brave enough to take pictures, because a lot of people were they didn't even want to stand and take pictures. So we had to take the pictures there. And you can see our sister Ifra there. I mean, she came all the way from Canada, and see Mariam there, kneeling down there. They came all the way from there to support us. And how do you quit when you have the CEO of a company coming to support you? It would, for me, it would have been like throwing mud on their face. In Africa, we love to respect people. And that is what we did. I am hiding right there. Like I said, I feel really short these days. I don't know why. So Ramin finished and they left, and we started building the UK. So with Mohammed, we keep pushing. We kept pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. And I became LD2 in July 2020. What could be sweeter than that? I stood and I was, wow. That particular month, I was car qualified. I actually qualified for the 500 and the 750. Look at me, I didn't know anything. I was dancing. I was dancing, yay, I've got 500 and I've got 750. And Mohammed said, no, love, you can only get one. I was like, what? So you get the highest one. I was, wow, I thought I'm gonna get the two. He said, no, love, you're not gonna get the two. I ranked advanced, I was MGRS qualified, and I was CAR qualified that same month. And the world was then my oyster. I navigated the market, and then after that, I got another job, and I kept going. I kept going. And you know what? The thing that gives me joy is the support system that Opulence Global has had. I learned from Ramin because during the GWT era, he keeps telling us about family. He tells us about family, 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 because that family that works together remains together. That did not depart from me. I kept that going. We have the tools to work the business. Even though I did not have support then, but when I met Mohammed and we started working together, head office was not an exception. Every time you call, you get that support. Every time you ask a question, you get an answer. Every time that you do not understand anything, you can ask from any of the leaders, like Renee, Ronan, Amajit, Ifra. Mohammed was always there for me to tap in. But when it had to do with the business, you had the support and the coach everywhere that you want to have it. And we build the market. And here is some of the partners that I have in the UK to work with then. And here we started having tours everywhere. And this tour was actually at a center, a big event center called the Excel. So we had a table there to promote the business, to show the people products that are better, if not as good as Louis Vuitton. There was a lady at that center, I said, I've got a shoe like this, but at the bottom it's got rubber. Even though I bought it rubber, this shoe has got leather in, leather out, and it's got that fairy mark. I was so proud to be a part and parcel of this company. What have you got in your hand? Ramin has given you the seed. We all have that seed. Where are you planting that seed? Are you throwing that seed in the sea, or you're planting it in a fertile ground for it to grow? 2 years. I didn't have a job. I lost both my parents. I did not quit. I didn't quit. I held on. I held on. And I held on until Ramin came to the UK, until Mohammed started the business. And we both started running like a house on fire. And here we had a tour in Eastbourne. Eastbourne is about 3 hours drive from here. And this is the mayor of Eastbourne. That is how far Opulence products can take you. And you can see the mayor holding that jewelry there, and that young man holding one of the shoes. That day, we actually sold things. We had the best product. And Opulence Global was displayed on a lifestyle magazine that was launched by the mayor of Eastbourne. I have a copy in this house. So all those things, would I have been exposed to them? No, if not for Opulence. Those things wouldn't have taught me with a 10-foot barge pole. I wouldn't have been there. Why? It's all in your mindset. You have to have the will. You have to rejig your mind and tell your mind, this is what I want to do, and go for it. Even if it doesn't go right, don't just step over it and keep going. Never, ever give up when you fall. From then, I'm a very shy person, but I started hosting the calls. I remember hosting the call with Steph Wise. If Steph is here, I am so grateful to you, my dear sister. Because I remember the day I was so panicked. It's not presenting, just hosting like Margaret is hosting now. I told her, I don't think I can do it. I don't think, he said, she's always calling you. I said, listen, my dear, you can do it. He said, it's not easy. It's not difficult. You can do it. Every time I panicked, I would call Steph. I said, oh, and so what do I do now? I don't think I can do this. He said, you can do it. Despite everything that I've conquered, I was still afraid. I was still shy inside me. And now, Steph was presenting we were paid together. I had to host the calls for the African side, and Steph was hosting the calls for the Canada side. That 1 month was the hardest month for me because, oh no, I tell you, I was so stressed, and gradually, I started to work myself into the business and to be able to speak. Yes, I can speak in church, but speaking amongst people outside church was a no for me. But now I was able to organize tour in Nigeria. I was able to do that too in the UK. When anything is happening, I jump in head first and try to do my best to help everybody that I can help. Why? Because I refuse to stand behind and just watch. Opulence Global has given me so much in terms of, being bold, in terms of doing the thing that I never thought I can do, in terms of changing my mindset. When life tells you no, you tell life, yes, I can do it. Rejig your mind, work your mind. Do not accept what life is throwing at you. Stay focused. Yesterday on the call, what did Reza say? Reza said things that I was like, yes, it lines up with what I believe. Always try to edify yourself. Oh, Stella, you look so beautiful today. Oh my word, look at you. Look at you, look at that hair. You stand in the mirror, even if you look so ugly, oh well, you are so beautiful. You are above, you are never beneath. You are a go-getter, keep going. Look at you. And I do that these days. Why? Because I do not want life to defeat me. The last job I had, on the 29th of March, the company called me and said, oh, we are closing your department. They're going to move the department out. Did I cry? Oh my God, I was so happy. That was the first time that I'm so happy to be made redundant. I jump into this Opulence Global, and since March 2020, before I became LD2 in July, I have never, ever, look back. So I'm trying to tell you now, if you sit down and don't open your mouth to speak, you will never know anything, you will never get help. Even in my religion, our Bible tells me, seek and ye shall find, knock and the door shall be opened unto you. If you go to somebody's house and then you stand there and keep knocking and you don't knock, is that door going to be open? No, you stand there until kingdom come. If you don't knock, it's not going to happen. Or you see somebody have something that you need, you don't ask, they're not going to give you because they cannot read your mind. They're not going to say, oh, Venetia, here I can read your mind. Here it is. Because Venetia has not asked. She is not going to get. So what I'm telling you now is attend calls, join calls, and observe, learn, and support others so that you will be supported. Because wherever you sow a seed, it shall grow. And when it grows, other people shall benefit. Because when you give, it shall be given unto you. Good measure, it shall be pressed down and shaken together. So, what is my next challenge? My next challenge is to continue to build and to grow the UK and the Nigerian market, or anywhere in Africa that we have to build. Not only that, to become LD3. Ladies and gentlemen, affirmations will motivate you. It will inspire you. It will encourage you. So, what am I trying to tell you? Take action. And for you to realize that when you encourage yourself, when you have affirmation, like I said before, and then you will realize that you will reach your goal. You will definitely reach your goal. But if you sit down and do not open your mouth to speak, because I learned that a closed mouth is a closed destination. When you speak, you shall receive. So what are your affirmations? What are you telling yourself? What are you doing to get yourself to where you want to get to? Opulence Global has given you the platform. Opulence Global is the seed that you have in your hand to sow, to germinate, to build your business. I do not want to leave this platform today knowing that I did not help you, or even to change your mindset, even if it is as small as a mustard seed. Stand and be counted. And also always know the people that you relate to. When you talk to someone and they tell you no, and then you fall down and die, no, move on. There's a reason for that person telling you no. Do you want somebody that will come and sit in your business and fold their hands and you will not get anywhere? Nothing is going to happen in your business if you get the wrong person. So I always rejoice when someone tells me no. I will skip like a little cow. I will keep singing. I am a winner. I have joy in my heart because giving up is never my option. So today, here are my affirmations. For even if the fig tree doesn't blossom and no fruit on the vines, even if the olive tree fails to produce and yield no food at all, even if the sheep vanish from the pen, and there are no cows in the stall, still will I rejoice in Adonai. Yes, you might not have food on your table. You don't have the money to do those things that you want to do. But if you keep focusing and believing in yourself, hey, honestly, you will not, the day your breakthrough will come like it came to me in July 2020. You will pinch yourself and you will not know what hits you. Because even that day when I became LD2, Mohammed called me, said, Stella, have you seen your back office? I was like, oh no, I haven't checked. And when I checked, I slapped myself from right to left just to wake myself up. Because finally, it happened to me. So even if I sow a seed, it doesn't grow, I will let it be like the bamboo, the story of the bamboo. That man watered that bamboo seed for 3 years, and when it started growing, he had to laugh against those that were laughing at him. You speak to someone, they tell you, oh, you know, this business is not going to go anywhere. So tell them thank you and move on. Don't allow anybody to plant any negative thought in your mind. You've got the passion in Opulence Global. we've got the best compensation plan. I told you I started somewhere. They have nothing near what we have with Opulence Global. Yet, when you plant and it doesn't germinate, do not kill that tree. Do not kill that dream. Keep the dream alive. And when you keep the dream alive, one day your mindset will change and you will take your business to infinity. Thank you so much, everyone. And I hope that that has inspired you. Please, if you have anything to say, if you have any question, please feel free to ask the question. And I see that is it Huawei Media has already raised their hand. Please unmute yourself and speak if you wish to or ask questions. Thank you so much, everybody, for listening to me. I hope I made sense in all this. Thank you so much. And I love you all. Thank you.
Wow. We're speechless. We are speechless. You made tears on our eyes, but happiness tears. And oh my God, we give you salute, sister, for never. It's an encouragement.
You're making me feel emotional now. I think I would like to call on Venetia to speak. This woman has been my rock. That, sometimes when I'm down, any day Venetia calls me, I know that my backside is going to be kicked. She's not just going to sit down and say, she will kick me until I feel it. I love you, my dear sister, because you have been there for me. There is no love that what you have for me. Every time I'm so down, and when you call me, I will be like, thank you, Lord, because you have sent me something. You have sent me somebody that is going to encourage me. And she always make me snap out of that stupid depression if I was feeling depressed. She doesn't do things in half. You see that young lady there? She will pack her own issue and she will slap that devil out of you and make sure you are on that path that God has placed you to go. So when God put people in your path, and God put people in your space, and they slap you to the other side and be coachable. Do not say, oh, who is she? No, I sit down and I listen. I listen. When she has finished with me, I will kneel down and say, God, I thank you for bringing Venetia into my life, for bringing me into this company, because there are people in this business that when you call upon them, starting from the CEO to everybody in the back office, they not only do this business, they love you with their whole heart. So Venetia, I give you that respect. Please go ahead and say something.
Hi, Steph. This is supposed to be your stage and not mine, but thank God I don't have any makeup this morning. Otherwise, I would have to charge you for wasting my makeup. But a pleasant good morning and good afternoon and good evening to everyone on the call. Stell, I know that you would have moved, but I didn't know that you would have rooted this morning, and you really have rooted this morning in a very, very powerful way. More than anything else, for persons who are on the call for the first time, I really, really, really hope and pray that you're opening up to receiving this message, not just to hear Stella's story, but to be inspired by her journey and her story, to become empowered by it, and to become moved by taking action. Because you see, information only becomes powerful when you take it and do something positive in your life with it. So the same way Stella said that Vern kicks the hell out of her, she does a similar thing to me, because when we get together, you would think Stella and I grew up in the same village in Africa, though I'm not from Africa, but I'm from Africa, if you know what I'm talking about. I'm from a small island in St. Lucia. But that does not separate who Stella and I are. Stella and I, although we attended some similar events in Canada, I think the same convention she attended in Canada, I attended, but I can't even remember who Stella was then. I didn't remember who she was. And then we were on the same webinars. I still remember who she was until one day we met on a particular webinar and she challenged me that the next cruise we were going to be in the same cabin. And then our journey started from there. One of the things that Stella said that is very true and very powerful for us in Opulence Global is the thing of empowering and supporting each other. Stella and I are on two completely different teams. The things that Stella does not benefit me financially in my team, neither does mine benefit her. But Stella and I have become more than business partners. We have become soul sisters. She shares everything with me. I share everything with her. My kids, you see Michael sitting in the back there, he calls her Auntie Stella. Stella has spoiled him with a lot of love, and I have seen Stella grow by leaps and bounds. I have seen Stella expand. I have seen Stella demolish things that otherwise in other times would have demolished her. And like she said, I am very, very, very grateful for Opulence Global, not just for the income and the money that we have been making over the years and these out of this world products that we have access to and can use, especially in third world countries like mine and Africa. But we get to make some tremendous relationships that no matter where we go, what decisions we make outside of Opulence Global, these relationships remain. And I am so super grateful. So Stell, I'm looking forward to your explosion after this call. I know many persons will reach out to you. You're one of our mighty giants for both Africa and the UK. Who gets that? And Stella is champion in both markets, including certain parts of the US. I know she's been heading part of that market as well in a very powerful way. So to have a head, for her to be ahead in the US, to be ahead in the UK, to be ahead in Africa, and I know now she's making strides into Canada, in showing Canada how Africans do it in Canada. Stella is becoming a force to reckon with, and you will be very lucky to have her as part of your team. I was blessed to be chosen to be part of her team, even if not in her genealogy, but in her spiritual team. And so Stella is a very powerful person to work with. I know she has persons from her own team on the call. I know that can echo that with their personal experiences working with her. I know she has empowered, even if she's not traveled to Africa, but she has been so committed as if she's there physically empowering that team. And she would call me some days and tell me what she's doing and how excited she is about what's happening in Africa. And most passionately, how she is, Stella is, her humility is how she becomes so humbled when she sees how people's lives are impacted in a positive way because of her commitment and drive. And for me, that's above everything else. So Stella, my darling, I stayed back. I didn't go to church this morning. Usually a Sunday morning around this time, I am in church with my kids. I decided to stay back today because I had to be here to support my sister. And to our guests on the call, I am looking forward to working with you and Stella and her team. Even if I'm on a small island in St. Lucia, technology keeps us together and in check. So Stella and everybody else on the call, mwah, love to all of you. Great call, Stella. I enjoyed all of it.
Thank
And
you.
Margaret, amazing hosting, by the way. Great hosting, Margaret.
Is everyone hearing me now? Is everyone hearing me now?
Yes.
Loud and
Thank
clear.
you so much. I'm so excited, Vanisha. Thank you. Honestly, I don't know how many people noticed what I did. The journey is so up and down, but the focus point is consistency, persistency. I have never heard a story of someone that is so not focused. And I'm a believer. I witnessed this woman. And I want to tell you, did anybody see the conferences? Even from the CEO to the SVP, Stella is growing taller because of Fountain of Light. Did we not see that? Everybody's looking radiant. Look at Sanas. She's looking refined. Look at CEO. Oh my God. I'm excited. Guys, I don't know whoever invited you here, and if you are here to just watch Stella cry, It is not the tears. It is what you do after the tears. I'm so excited today because I didn't expect. Look at stupid technology coupled with analogous woman. I'm not good at computers, I have to confess. But even the CEO was thrown out of a conference last time. We couldn't get him. So I'm confident. I didn't feel bad. Thank you so much, Stella. Your journey has been so amazing. Do you know one thing I got from Stella? The bulleted points. All these points that she has given me, even though I could not be heard, but my body was full of goosebumps. All her great points, because I see this one focus sometimes, I wonder, are you here and you are at the brink of giving up? This woman has stayed me up. If she has not stayed you up, sad. Because it's not about the emotions she has stayed in us today. It's not about the great story of redundancy. All of us have suffered that. I'm a career person, but I've suffered redundancy at one point. And this is the company that has given me hope. I fall back on it. I see myself get busy. I get occupied and I don't even feel that I have something going on in my life. Stella, thank you so much. And nobody would know that somebody would be this humble with all these accolades. And I'm seeing a record here. I'm so bad with history. I've been trashing my paper. I start to gather my paper from today because one day I should be able to do what Stella is doing. And to all our amazing guests, I say thank you so much. I've never seen somebody loved. In the call, even the one we mobilized for Nigeria, we didn't have this number. Stella, you are loved. And we encourage you here as a team to continue to push. And I see you up there dragging me up faster than I would wish. And I know you can do it. She's my madam. She knows we fight. She pushes me and I'm so headstrong. But I see sense in everything she says and tells me. Thank you. Look at my Pauline Ash. I missed her yesterday. So glad to see all of you here. I don't know who are here. Stella is going to welcome you individually on this call because I can't see what else we can hope for other than this story today. Please go back, do something for your business. And that is the only way you can do Stella proud, by coming to this call today. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Stella. Julita, I've seen you there. Stella. Nancy, because Stella's best friend, adopted girl in Nigeria. Welcome. Yeah.
Nancy, go ahead. If you, I think she wants to speak.
Yeah, we are still welcoming comments on this great journey, please.
Yes, thank you, Stella, and well done, bravo. It's just so spiffing, as we say it here in the UK. You know, that is really empowering, Stella. And I would say thank you so much. I'm just so emotional as well. I've been in my tears, you know, because Stella had actually started how I am today. I'm not saying that Stella is my sponsor. No, we're not in any way connected. I'm working in on my own here in Scotland, and I was thinking when I was starting this business, who am I? Who would be the one that I would be working with in the UK? And true enough, one day Stella looked for me. And I remember that day, Stella, when you looked for my phone number just to talk to me and empowered me to become a presenter with you. And all of those, but that starting point where we met and I came to know you closer and closer and closer, like my real sister. Honestly, you become my real sister. You become my friend. You become my prayer warrior. You became, I mean, you're the total friend that anyone would want to have. And I'm saying this because I've seen in Stella the spirit of humility. And that's that's the best attribute of a leader should be: humbleness, humility. And you have that, Stella. And I feel that, and I know deep within me, yes, we talk about things, so many areas of our lives. We became like neighbors, even if we are like how many miles from Scotland to London, but still I feel like you're my neighbor. And that is why I always talk to you. It's like in 3 days time, if we can talk to each other, it's just like, it's like already a month. And my point is this: Stella is the best empowering woman I had ever met in my business as a business partner. Of course, we have a lot of empowering women, but to me personally, hats off to Stella. I give my respect to you, standing tall in every challenges that you have, standing tall in every negativity, and you didn't in any way allow that to negate your dreams, your position, your direction. And I just love working with you, even though, just as Bernicia has said, we're not in any way connected in our business, but in Opulence Global, we're all partners. And I just love having you as my business partner as well. Thank you so much, and God bless you more, Stella. God bless you all. And I'm just so thankful that I was able to say something. I was a bit late because I thought it will start 3:45 from my end, but it's not. It's 3 o'clock. So I'm very sorry for that, but I'm not late in giving you this affirmation, Stella. You will be successful. You will be victorious, and that's it. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Nancy, for that. Thank you so much. And Pauline Ash, unmute yourself, please.
Hi, Stella. Good morning, everyone, wherever you are. Stella, oh my goodness, you had me in tears. You brought back so many memories of my mom, my dad. I just want to tell you, thank you so much for being there for me. When I lost my dad, you were, taking your time out to come on the WhatsApp with me and saying prayers with me, helping me through. I'm a go-getter myself. I'm not, a person that wants to give up or anything, and that's never going to happen. And the thing is, Stella, you're so inspirational. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. You just overwhelmed everything inside me. Like the other lady was saying, goosebumps just pop right out of me. And it's just funny. It's funny, a funny thing about a life. Once you begin to take note of the things you're grateful for, you begin to lose sight of the things that you lack. Accepting yourself, attitude of gratitude, transformation, transforming yourself into something that you want to be. And it's not where you take things, it's not where you take things from, it's where you take them to. That's what you were always telling me as well. And gratefulness, helps us focusing on the positive things, in our lives, especially on our health. Stella, I love you, my dear. Love to your heart and calm to your spirit, my dear. Thank you so much, Stella, for being here and being such an inspirational to all of us. You're so humble and loving, and you're such a wonderful mom. And I just love you from the bottom of my heart. Oh my God, I just feel so overwhelmed right now. And it's just amazing for me to be on your call. Like I love you, and I just loved everything that you've been through, you went through, and your mom and your dad are, they're reunited again, looking down on you, my dear. And you're an amazing woman. And I know you're gonna build this, and you're gonna build this, and you're gonna keep on going, as I am too, my sister. I love you. Thank you, Stella. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for that. Thank you so much. Thank you. You're amazing too. Dr. Julita, go ahead and unmute yourself, please.
Hello, everybody. Hello, my auntie. Ooh,
Wow.
God bless you. Thank you. What an inspiration. Wow. I'm so honored. I just wanted to use this opportunity to honor you. And I'm so grateful that God has used you to transform my life and to keep me to the condition I am today. Because the story is too long, but I just want to say I love you. I pray may God continue to keep you healthy and to continue to use you to bless us. Thank you. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much, Julita, for that. Mr. Mfono, sir, unmute yourself, please, sir.
Hello, Stella.
Hello, sir. Good afternoon.
Yeah, and hello everyone on the call. Thank you for coming to honor this Amazon from Nigeria and Africa. I'm sure the story of Stella would not end today if I don't speak about this great lady that I've come to know, even though we come from right from the same place, but I came to know her through Opulence Global. I want to say that, well, I knew that Stella is going to take up the pulpit today. Well, what they did, that we made a pastor to speak on a Sunday morning. Most of us had to suspend our services to hear this great lady. Sometimes I wonder why she was called Stella. Well, she's a sterling darling, but I think the most appropriate name could have been Patience, because this lady has shown so much patience in everything she does, and that is how I've come to know her. I have called her 12 midnight, 2 a.m., 4 a.m., and she's always there. And sometimes me and Margaret will wonder, we say, oh, if Opulence Global really knows what this lady is doing for the company, I wish there was another compensation plan outside what we have so that this great lady will have just more than what she's getting. Because everybody should know, or if you didn't know, even Nigerians, most Nigerians do not know that Stella is not actually a staff of Opulence. As far as Nigerians are concerned, Stella is Opulence and Opulence is Stella. So whatever they want, Stella is corporate, she is customer service, she is everything. And she's always there attending to calls in the midnight when Nigerians wake up. They wouldn't even know that it is 3 a.m. or whatever time, except there's coincidence of time. They don't know, they don't care about time. All they want to know is they call Stella for whatever they want. So that is why I say that this lady could have best been called Patience instead of Stella. But all the same, we accept that. We actually admit that you are patient. Stella, I must say that you are very, very resourceful. And of course, that shows in your presentation today. Stella is meticulous, that she has gone into the archives and bring out those wonderful pictures to encourage us today. We can see the quality of person that we are dealing with. 2 weeks ago, I was even wondering with Margaret, I know Stella is a pastor also, but when we saw that Stella had to do like the Bible, when they talked about 100 sheep and a shepherd leaving 99 to pursue one that was missing. I was surprised when Stella boarded a train from London for 3 hours to go and see a Nigerian lady that came to UK and she couldn't log in. I was like, wow, 3 hours on the train. And after dropping off the train, 3 hours, she walked on foot, trying to locate this lady just to get her to log in because the lady couldn't. And this lady flew all the way to Nigeria, from Nigeria to London for a holiday. And she really, really wanted to log in. I said, wow, 3 hours. That was wonderful. That is the lady we are talking about. That is what she's doing for Opulence Global. We appreciate you, Stella. Your story has really encouraged us today that no matter what, for whatever, and we pray that God will reward you abundantly, even beyond Opulence Global. Thank you, Stella, for being what you are to us in Nigeria. God bless you. Thank you.
Amen.
Thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. Dion, go ahead, my sister.
Hello, Stella. Oh my God, I can't say anything else. I loved this story. I love this story. And I'm so thankful for you. And remember what I told you, you had doubts about what you were going to say. And I said, Stella, I'm your editor. You cannot leave anything out of your story. Tell it all, say it all, obstacles, hills and valleys, That is what life is all about, and it's how you overcome them. That's the point of your message today. And you did this tactively. You did this beautifully. I was crying. Oh my gosh. I had to sit down, and you are the leader. You're the ultimate leader. You've been through all the MLMs, Avon, very popular ones that I've ordered from and know very well. And look where you are today. Opulence is so proud of you and so glad to have you on our team and leading the UK team with Mohammed, of course, and Nigeria with all the other great leaders on this call today. And Stella, I can't say anything else. You just made me cry. You just made me cry, and I loved it. This is something that everybody needs to go and watch on YouTube. So thank you so much, and continue to do what you're doing, Stella. Amazing woman.
Thank you so much. And I believe Mohammed, are you on the call, please? I would love to hear from you, Mohammed. Are you here, Mohammed?
There's Rico. There's Rico also. Rico is here too. We have to recognize him. So I don't know.
Yeah. Are you here?
Haven't seen Mohammed here, but I don't know. It's Rico I'm seeing here. Welcome, Sariko.
I can see Mohammed. Maybe he's
Yeah, he's just internet issue. He's on the line too. He was here.
Okay, I haven't seen him again.
Is there anybody else that wishes to say anything, please? So we can.
Yeah, Jonathan, yeah.
Go ahead, Jonathan.
Jonathan from Nigeria. Stella, that was a very, very sterling presentation from you. Very emotional indeed. And it touches the emotion of everybody. Almost all the 78 people that were on this call were touched by your emotions. And that is part of leadership, because touching and inspiring people is all leadership is about. And you can imagine how you have also touched the lives of most Nigerians. Jacob introduced most of us into Opulence Global, but when he did that, himself was also at a very young age in the system. So we were just groping for knowledge. And who was there behind the scene to coach every one of us? Stella was the one. The first time I actually attended a webinar, Opulence Global, was the UK one. There was none in Nigeria yet. And I listened to Stella talking about Opulence Global, the presentation, products, and co. And the product that was interesting to me then, which Jacob introduced to me, was the Fountain of Life. When I now saw at once the high performance benefits presentation, that was the catcher for me. I said, I will want to see that particular presentation. That page in particular, Stella sent it to me. Immediately after the presentation, she was the first to call me and gave me so much encouragement about this business, because I wasn't really interested in the business. I was just interested in Fountain of Life. So after talking to me, and she was just there ready to always answer all my questions, that encouraged me to register as a retailer. With Jacob telling me, you can become a retailer, you can become even lifestyle advisor. I say, what is the meaning of that word? I don't understand anything like that. I know what a retailer means, because after all, I've been in the sales business. So, but what is lifestyle advisor? What is, you want me to be a promoter? Why? That is beneath me. Only to see that there were structures in the system that will actually allow you to grow. So the system is so well structured. And I'll say, oh, promoter, I say, okay, let me move on there. Before you know it, a lifestyle advisor, what? Another stretch again, okay. So that tells your message as well. When you say never give up, it gives me a strong feeling that that means staying with a positive mindset, a mindset, a mental attitude that is extremely positive. You don't look at the negative side. They are happening around you, but you don't want to look at them. You're looking at the positive one. And that is what is keeping you on in life. And that is what I found strong in your message. Your leadership cocktail message gives me a summary that a positive mindset will always make you go through. And that was how she encouraged me. Before you knew it, LD1 in 2 months. Before you knew it, in 3 months, LD2. I said, what does all this LD1, LD? She started explaining again. She was giving me a broad view, a broad light of the strategic view of where I should be. But I was looking at just focusing at the short view by saying, oh, let me just buy stock and go. He said, no, you do this, you move forward. The broad light view shows you your vision in front. If you are driving from maybe one town to another place in the night, your light will show you exactly your front only. But as you continue to move on, the light will keep showing you until you get to that far destination of almost 10 miles away, right? But at the beginning, your light will not show you that particular destination you are going to, but it will get there as you continue to move on. That was the kind of view that Stella was giving to us. And that was what made some of us to become LD2 now, you see. That was strong inspiration behind the scene. Call her. If each time I call Jacob, Jacob will say, I will soon get back to you. Just give me 5 minutes. 5 minutes, you get back. Who is that person you are calling? It's Stella. Even 1 a.m. in the night, early morning, he will get back to me. Who is the person you are calling? He said, please, can you start calling that person? I said, no, it's you I know. I don't know that person yet. But when I eventually got to know Stella, it was a very, very sisterly relationship up to this moment. Whatever we want to know in terms of the system, Stella knows it all. I had a specific issue where I used to register some of the partners using my credit card, only for it to see that I was getting charged at almost every month. Where is this thing coming from? How can I remove it from the other people's hotel? I didn't know what to do. So I almost went to the bank to go and cancel the credit card. I said, no, you just click only one button. Only one button, stop the whole mess of credit card withdrawal, something for people that I don't know. So that is Stella for you, always there for everybody.
Yeah,
With
sure.
a powerful, positive mindset, which one should behold and learn from as a leader. So thank you for the opportunity for me to say a word on Stella, and well done, Stella, for being there for all of us, always and all the time. God bless you.
Thank you so much, Jonathan.
Evelyn and Ogogo, please, I seen you, I will give you the opportunity. Evelyn,
Hi, Stella.
hello, my
This is Avilu. This is Avilu from the Philippines.
Yes, I
It's
know.
11 o'clock in the evening. Stayed up late and no regrets. I just want to thank you for your life-changing testimony. I am so inspired and also so emotional. I have just known you through Ate Nancy. We're countries apart, but I can remember that when you were invited to motivate the Philippine team, you were always there, not only once but several times. Your story really moved me, and despite your amazing accolades, you remain humble, and that really inspires me. Thank you so much. I wish you all the best, and I hope we can see each other physically soon. And thank you for lifting us spiritually, emotionally, and inspiring us so much. Thank you, Sister Stella.
Thank you so much, Avilu. Are you gonna try and stop me? You just said a word and I will take you up on it. So you bet I will be there. You'll meet me very, very soon.
Thank you.
Yourself. Thank you so much. God bless you too.
God bless.
Thank you so much, Stella. Never knew you had this strong story coming all along. When I joined from the onset, I saw you every week till now. I see you every week. And over the last four months, I speak to you every week. So never knew you had this strong story, ups and downs. And that's what life really is. When I looked at your story, it shows clearly that if we really want something, we we can actually get it if we remain focused and stay resilient.
Yeah.
See clearly from your story that you have these strong willpowers to stay with what you believe in. I want to get your results. Your story is so amazing because when you were telling your story, we connect with you with the emotions. We felt it. We empathize with you as all the way we support you, what you've done so far.
We are doing a program on
we can really continue
Stella
to
now. I told you on that.
and know more about this business through you. I'm so happy I'm one of those who came through you because today I know more about the business through Stella and Mohammed. I must really say that what I've learned today about you makes me get closer to you more. I also want to glean more of these gems that I can grow up my business from you. Thank you so much. We're so happy for you. All what you've gone through, you see very strong and going on strong. We're going to be with you to achieve your dream, healthy tree and upwards. Thank you so much, Stella, for giving me the opportunity to speak.
Thank you so much, Agogo. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate you all.
There's Renee here. We need to recognize Renee Leo to this call. Renee, I saw Renee. Renee, welcome, sir, to our call. You know, like we have to respect the respectables in our community. Yeah. So Renee is here. Then Rico, I saw them. Welcome, welcome, guys. Welcome, sirs. Okay, Stella, please go ahead. So sorry to interrupt you.
No, it's okay, Agogo. I just finished speaking. Please, if there's anybody that wishes to speak, the floor is all yours. Just let me know and then I will unmute you.
Hi, Stella, Maria Batiste here.
Hi, hello. Thank you so much for being here.
Absolutely, I would not miss it to the world. And I just want to thank everyone for being on the call. We give all the glory and praise to all the Nigerian team, the tremendous work that you're doing for all of them. And I'll tell you something. I've met, I think it's about 5.5 years. Actually, we've never met, but your story, to me, you're like a sister. We communicate. Since we connect, we maintain that relationship. But I just want to thank you so much for just the inspiring story, the ups and downs, the peaks, the valley, the highs, the low. But you know what? You master it. God give you the strength. God give you the wisdom. God give you the courage. He said to be strong and be courageous. And you got it. You never give in, you never get up. You never get distracted, no matter what you face, but you overcome it. You are a true champion. I love you. I appreciate you. And keep up the excellent work that you're doing, because you're not only just a great inspiration, you are a woman who keeps you lead by example. As I've heard to all the Nigerian partners, for certain things that you've done, uplift and inspire so many. And at the same time, you remain humble as a student. You never give in, you never give up. So I love you. I thank you. Keep up the excellent work. I'm with you 100 and a matter of fact, 200%. And we all going to meet together to celebrate on the cruise, making a significant difference in so many people's lives around the world. May God truly bless you. I love you. Praise be to God. Thank you so much again. Keep up the good work.
Thank you. Amen. Amen. Wow.
Thank you so much, everybody. I think, I don't know if there's anybody else that wishes to speak. Please, can you let me know so that you won't be left out? And I know that I saw Renee and I saw
Rico. Rico was also left.
Just to let you know that you gave everyone this dual action cleanser to remove all the various.
Yes. Of the business. I have seen Steph Wise here. I have to acknowledge Steph because, like I said before, I was very, very shy, and we used to double host the calls. One person will host the international one, and one person will host the Canada call. And this young lady, as our CEO always refers to everybody, she gave me the strength, gave me the knowledge, and calmed me down and said, it's not that difficult. And she showed me the routes, and today I'm able to either host And unfortunately, someone that I would have loved to be here, Kafina Jibola, you think Venetia is bad, that one will kick you before she asks questions later. And he just threw me under the bus and left me there and said, if you don't present, then you can swim. The internet is gone, so nobody else, you are there in the UK, you are part of the team, go present. The slide is there, and I did it, and I've never looked back. So thank you so much, Steph, for the encouragement, and I love you, my dear sister. And so I don't see any more hands, and don't know if anybody else wishes to speak. Oh, Steph, go ahead, Steph. Can you unmute?
Wow, thank you so much for the acknowledgement, Stella. This is there's one thing I've learned about you is like just how humble and grateful you are for everybody that comes into your life, that works with you, that supports you, to give shout backs, you know, to the gratitude that you have for others as you've come along this journey. It's humbling to be recognized as one of those individuals. And I remember doing those calls with you. We were, you know, leading the troops and just kind of trying to figure it out together, and, you know, just made it happen. And you had the courage to just take the step that you needed, even though you weren't sure, right? Having courage in this business is a characteristic that distinguishes between those who do some and you know, kind of half-assed it, and those who really take it to the next level and lead as a servant leader. And you know, I've known that about you, that characteristic about you, for years and years, and to see how far you've come now, and just like, you're brilliant. You know, I can feel the vibrant energy that you have through the computer. I'm looking at you right now, and I'm just so proud of how far you've come, and you deserve all the success that, you know, that is coming to you, that has come to you, and that will in time to come. So thank you for all that you are, Stella. You are an inspiration. We love you, and I appreciate you, and to the billion.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. I've just seen Renee. Okay. Huawei, don't know who the person is. Please, can you unmute yourself, please?
Hello.
Hello.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone. I'm calling from Botswana.
Oh, welcome.
My name is Judith
Thank
K.
you for being here. Welcome.
I've been invited by Mr. Ototo from Kenya.
Welcome.
And I thought I should talk at the end because I'm new in this community, and I'm learning. A lot of things that have been spoken by the previous speakers have been so fascinating, so intriguing, and encouraging, mostly encouraging. As I'm new, I didn't know what Opulence was all about. And what really touched me a lot today is the affirmations that were made by Sister Stella towards the end of her presentation. They really encouraged me. I haven't joined, but I'm thinking positively about joining Opulence. Though it came at the time where my life is jumbled up, things are so scattered, I'm trying to grab everything closer so that I start. And thank you so much. Sorry for what you went through, Stella. You know, joy comes in the morning.
Definitely.
You have many mornings coming, and you'll have that joy. Thank you so much. And everyone else, thank you. Bye.
Thank you so much. And I really do hope that you make that decision to start, because starting is difficult. Once you step into it, you will see that you will feel that love from everybody, because we have so much love radiating from this company, from the CEO to the least person, and you will never feel alone. And take my word for it. And I can tell you, that once you join, if you need to reach out to anybody for anything, I'm there. You can reach out to me. It doesn't matter if you are with a Toto in Kenya, everybody will be there to help you. So make that decision and you will take your business to infinity. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you, bye.
Renee, yeah, I think I saw Renee coming in.
Yeah, he's still there.
Renee is having issues with connection because he's in a basement garage in Taiwan. So it's
okay.
So I think it's
Mohammed, Mohammed, can you hear me? Can you unmute yourself, please? Hello, Mohammed, can you hear me? I don't know if Mohammed can hear me. And is there anybody else that would love to say something? If not, we are.
Hi, Stella, it's Renee here. How are you? Good evening.
Hey, good evening. Welcome. Good to see
Yes,
you.
yeah, I'm so sorry because I'm here in Taiwan and basically it was evening time for me, and I was going down the elevator to my car, so I kind of lost connection for a while and just got back up to the level ground. So yes, good morning to you first and foremost, Stella.
Thank you for coming.
Of course, I just want to say that Stella, words can't express how much of a soldier that you are, and thank you so much for again, like many others, for sharing your story tonight. And I find that sometimes we hear the glory that people go through, but oftentimes, that we don't often hear about the challenges that we face through. And I remember when I was young, they always said that you don't measure a man or a woman's strength by their success, but by their failures and their ability to get up. And one thing about Stella, folks and ladies and gentlemen, is that I've been in the company for 14 years now, and sometimes it's interesting, right? We wish the best for everyone. We want everyone to succeed, and usually it's the ones that will succeed are the ones that will show you. And Stella is a shining example of someone that I met many years ago. Many years ago. And when we had, I guess the first sort of launch of the Nigeria team, and despite up and downs and all the challenges that Nigeria faced, Stella stuck around. Stella was always there. She never gave up. She kept on building. She's more than focused than ever right now, and we have some big plans to do things with Stella, of course, together for the Nigeria market. So I just want to say how proud I am of you, Stella, and of course, and thank you for all of your hard work, and of course for the support that you give to your team. And I had no doubt in mind that you're going to have such great success in our company. So, Stella, thanks so much for being part of the team, and can't wait to see you again. Getting more awards, more recognition, higher ranks, and of course, seeing you at the top. So, thank you, Stella.
Thank you so much, Renee. Thank you for that, and thank you for coming to the call. God bless you. Thank you.
You're welcome. My pleasure, dear.
Thank you. Ototo, go ahead and unmute yourself, please.
Okay, thank you, everybody. I think you can hear me. Thank you so much, Stella. Thank you so much, Stella. Your story resonates with so many of us. You don't know how much you have touched us. And for all the time I used to attend the UK team, I always wanted to see Stella because he is very encouraging. Thank you so much. I look forward to be working with you. I look forward to be inspired with you all the time. Thank you and welcome, and be always an inspiration to us. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ototo, for that. Thank you so much. And I cannot wait to meet all of you on that cruise. We will go out and paint the city red, if I can do that. And all you need to do is just try and find your way to LD2, and we'll all be on that ship. And I hope that the ship will land on Venetia's doorstep, so I can go and stay there for the duration of the cruise and eat all that fresh fruit. No matter how she tries to kick me out, she will not succeed. So let's pray that we get on that cruise, and we will go enjoy ourselves. I thank you all so much. Oh, I've got Emanuela. Go ahead and unmute yourself, Emanuela.
Hi. Thank you very much, Sister Stella. So delighted and excited listening to your story from beginning to the end. And I think what really struck me is your persistence, like going through all the struggle and you still stayed on. I've met quite a few people who were in your team in the days of GWT. And I know some of them who are like, they're not willing to come back. They have all those, oh, I'm not sure it will work again kind of factor. But you kept on and we're seeing the light of day. So for me, I take it as a big encouragement, especially for my team members when I see one or two going down, like, hey, look, you have someone, an example, who has been there for 13, 15 years, and she hung on through the thick and thin, and today it's bright for you. It can only get brighter. So I'm really grateful. Thank you for sharing your experience. We're learning from you. We're inspired, really grateful. And we'll be there to see you lead you all to LD3, LD4, to the glory of God. Thank you very much for sharing.
Thank you so much. And Emanuela, if you have anybody that you need to speak to in the former GWT, let me speak to them on your behalf, because if I tell them that I've been there, that was like the only thing I kept going, because I tell you, every time I try to give up, like I said, my second conscience will attack my first conscience and kick me back into place. No matter how small the shopping credit I could have paid, I will pay just to keep on. Giving up is not an option for me. And since March 2020, I have earned enough to keep going. So in any business, you always have the downs, but it's what you do with what you are experiencing that really counts, because that is what will keep you going. That when little things happen, you say, oh, go away, I've seen bigger things. That is where I am right now. So I guess that that I have gone through all that, and I tell people when they say, oh, I'm going through this, I'm going through that, I said, if I tell you what I personally have gone through, even in this country, you will put yours under the carpet and just go and find yourself a good meal and eat and sleep. We should not give up. Don't give up at all, because Ramin has given us that opportunity. And I tell you, I'm not sure, Maria and all the rest, if you remember that Ramin gave us this, and this was since 2015, I kept it. I kept it because every time I read it, and I'm like, if he can, he could have gone through this and build this business for us to be a part of. Who are we to give up at the slight, the twig that falls from the tree and hit our head, and we say, that's it, you devil, you hit my head, I'm not doing anymore. No, that is what life is all about. We wear gold, we use jewelry. How do you think, have you ever seen the gold being dug out from the ground? It is dirty, it's not clean. What does it go through? It goes through the fire. They burn it many, many thousand degrees to purify it. And that is why we have that gold to wear today. So everything that we encounter will not kill us if we do not lie down and take a blanket and cover ourselves and say, yeah, come in, let's just have this dance together. No, kick it out. Tell them no more. Like I said, no more will I work for anybody to mess me about. Every time you go to work, yeah, you work like an elephant and eat like an ant. And they will be like, oh, you are so good, you are this, you are that. You train people, and then once you finish training them, they say, oh, and they cut you a job and give it to these young people. And then they tell you, they give it a beautiful name, redundancy. I said, no more would anybody call me and say redundancy. I will not give them that chance. That is what your mindset should be from today onwards. Marianne, I know you wanted to say something. Please unmute yourself and go ahead. So that is what we need to do.
You know what, Sister Estella, you said it all. And the only thing I want to add, I'm glad we were together and we met on the stage. When we were supporting our African continent, it's like the king and the queens that came from Africa. So I was honored to meet you. We danced together on the stage to honor Africa. Nigeria put us on the map. I can never forget that. And we kept in touch, even if we were not that time in the same team. You see, God bring us together. I never give up on you. We keep in touch. We encourage each other because it doesn't matter. We are an opulence nation. That traditional, we kept it. Look at that now. When everybody on your upline quit, we were always together, you know, be there for each other. And we encourage the office, you know. I say, you never know, even if you go in and our team, excellent. If not, at least you're in the UK. Mohammed was there for you no matter what, you know. And then you guys, people see it fit together. We become all teamwork, make the dream work. I'm glad we are on the same team. I'm glad we are on Opulence Nation. And Vanisha, thank you. She's always been a godsender. You know, I salute her. You know, we are coming to St. Lucia, and next time we're all going to be on a cruise, all of us. And so with all that said, you know, Estella, I salute you, I honor you, and we are going to bring back everybody who was, you know, sleeping or say I'm quitting, because your stories is an inspiration. We never quit. And now it's just a beginning of a life of to the billion. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Marian. It's so great that you are still here. We are all in this together. I don't know who else wants to say something. Please, if you let me know so I can give you the opportunity and we can close the call. Please, I understand three. Steph and Dion and Fonusanga had their hands up. I'm not sure, Steph has spoken. It's just that she didn't bring her hand down. Please, Dion had spoken, Mr. Sanga had spoken. I'm not sure he wants to say anything further. If there's anybody else, please, can you let me know, because we have to close the call. Because I have another call at 7 p.m. the UK call, so I need to get ready for that one. And I want anybody that can attend that call to come in and support us. Thank you so much, everyone. Mohammed, I can see you on the call. I don't know if you are away from your system or your phone. I had wanted you to speak, but since it's not possible, please, thank you so much, everybody. And I hope that I have encouraged you today. And if there's anybody that needs my help, please don't be shy. Call on me and I will be there. If you have a prospect that you know I can speak to, I will be glad to do that for you. And thank you so much once again. And I'm now going to say good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Good night for those who is already night already. Thank you so much, and God bless you all. I love you, and I love you. I love you. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys for coming.
Bye.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Great call.
Love you, Stella. We love you, my dear.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Billion.
Bye, Stella. I'll be coming to the UK.
Bye.